Are you a breadwinner? Do you have a mortgage? Do you have aged parents who depend on you? Do you have a business? Are you insured? Why not? Stay tuned with Auntie O.
So what is insurance? Let me tell you how it works. So I've got a car. I pay an amount every month to someone who says if anything happens to your car, i.e. if your car is stolen or if it goes on fire or you hit someone hits you, we're going to take the cost of fixing your car where it's repairable. And if it's not repairable, we'll give you a sum equal to the market value of the car at the time, which means that you could get a new car or get another car. If this car is beyond repair. So that's how insurance works. And you could insure your car, your house, your life. You could insure anything. People insure their body parts. So yeah, you could insure anything. I know that there are insurance outfits in Nigeria. I don't think it's something that a lot of people I think have taken on, but there is a lot more I think that do not take advantage of insurance, and that's why you then get disasters. And the news the other day, there was a whole market that's burned down, and you see people crying. Some people will take their lives because that's their whole livelihood gone, and it's the cost. So what happens when you're not insured? You take the full heat of having to start again if anything happens. There was another one, I think it was a tailor, so that was on a group, and she was boggled. Like nothing was left in the shop. Took all the machines, took the clothes she was sewing, took the customer's clothes that she had made, took everything. So she would have to find money from somewhere to start all over again. First of all, repay those customers, get her machine, and it's really, 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 really expensive. So it's a topic that I don't think that we do enough of right now in Nigeria. I know that in Lagos and some places there are some insurance outfits, and I'm not sure yet, what sort of insurance is available, but I think it's a topic or it's a concept that we need to start to get more familiar with. Insurance is not perfect anywhere in the world. Even in the UK, we pay insurance on it. So I've got my house insured, I've got everything insured. And sometimes you do have issues where you make a claim and you get less than what you expected because the insurers are trying to keep their business, right? They're trying, so we have that. It's not perfect anywhere. But I think for whatever it's worth, the fact that if anything happened to my house, I don't take the full hit. So let's say my house was worth, I don't know, for example's purposes, whatever, £100,000. If it got burned down, the insurer might come to me and say, oh, based on what we think the market value is. No, actually, I think for house, they do a rebuild value. So let's say if I was going to sell my house for 100,000, but it could be built for 70,000, the insurance would give me 70,000. So yeah, that's the rebuild value. So we don't care about the market value, but this is what it takes to rebuild your house. When you think about it, yes, I might be upset because I bought the house for more than that. But when you think about it, the fact that you have something is better than nothing. So paying the premium could be annoying, could be irritating because you've got to pay a premium every month. So whatever you're insuring, you've got to pay a premium every month. And sometimes you might never have any reason to claim. That's just the way it goes. I insure my car every year. And I've done that for all the years I've been in this country. I've only had to claim on my insurance once, I think, or twice. But sometimes you might never. But then what if you do? And this is what insurance is like. It's a pool, right? So let's say 1 million people are paying, I don't know, £1, £1 a month. And this money then comes into this pool, and the insurer might invest the money, make more money with it, do whatever they like with it. That's fine. But what that means is that 1 million people are paying £1. So we have 1 million every month. So what might happen is next month, I don't know, 10 people, 20 people, 30 people might come up and say, oh, actually, my car got stolen, or my car needs repair, or my shop was buckled. So last month we had 1 million. we can actually pay for your car and pay for your shop and all of that, and we still have some money left because people are still contributing, and that's how it goes. It's a pool. So what you pay in premium is nothing compared to the cost of when you do actually claim. So for a car insurance, for example, a typical car insurance, in a year I could pay, let's say, £800 in premiums, right? But if my car was to be stolen, my insurer would have to give me roughly about £17,000, I think, today, because that's the value of my car. So imagine that you were with this insurer for just 1 year, but they need to pay out, that amount, £17,000 on your car. How do they make that money? It's by everyone pooling together. So that's the way insurance works, is we all pool together into this pot, and what happens is if you get in trouble, then that money helps me, and we know that when my time comes, so that money helps you, but I know that if I do ever need that, then I've got that access as well. So it's something that we need to think about, and that really brings me to life insurance. This is a really big one, right? Many of us, we're very religious people. We just think, oh, God forbid, we never talk about death. It's not my portion. It's not my portion. Whose portion is it? I will not. The Bible says I will do this, I will do. That's fine. All of that is fine. But you see, it's nobody's portion. It's not because you say, oh, it's not my portion, it's not my portion, then the portion will go to somebody else. Some of us would die early. Some of us would die unexpectedly. And we would leave loved ones behind. Some of us will leave really young children behind. Some of us will leave debts behind. So those of us that have mortgages and all of that, it's actually a debt. Some of us would leave debts behind that our children will have to pay on our behalf. And this is where life insurance helps. Life insurance helps. And I don't, this whole taboo, I'm glad that more people are doing it, but I've had the life insurance since I was in my 20s, because it just makes sense to do that. So it does help. And the fact that if anything happens to you today, especially for those with young kids that still have fees to pay, accommodation to sort out and things to sort out, the premium is small. What you pay for your life insurance is small compared to the bulk, of expenses or whatever that will be facing them, in that one time. Especially for those so some of you would have life insurance maybe through your employment. That's great. For those that don't have an employer that pays their life insurance premiums or whatever, for those who are in business, you've got to sort out your own insurance. So that's a very major one to have. I think business insurance, if it's available, like we've talked about the shop, your shop is boggled, rather than you starting afresh, getting all your equipment. It might not be perfect. I don't think insurance works perfectly anywhere, but there will be something to start from. There will be that springboard to start from. House insurance, we don't have a fire service in Nigeria, so if your house burns down, tough, you start again. So those are little things. I think these are just little concepts I'm talking about in these videos that that's the future. That's the way the world goes, and we have to catch up. And people are. That's the good thing, is that a lot of people are, but a lot of us still are behind in that. And then talking about the business opportunities. Now, I don't know how this may work, but I know that in the UK and certainly in America and different countries, you have the big players in the insurance market, but you have the smaller players. So someone could actually, so let's say, for example, you've got this big insurer. Someone could actually get a license off them and be selling insurance, but it's underwritten. So these are technical terms, but you can actually, I think there is a business opportunity in there where you can actually get a license somehow, find out how that works, and then you're selling insurance, but you're underwritten by a big insurer. So whilst you're fronting, you're showing your face as an insurer, you're actually underwritten by a big stable player in the industry. A lot of it, we have a lot of that here in the UK, very small companies, but when you read the dotted lines, you can track back to who is actually insuring you. It's a much bigger company, so that gives you that safety anyway. So you're not taking a risk that you're being insured by this small company that could face liquidity issues. So yes, there are different types of insurance. Consider what you need, but I think what some of the most important ones, so your life insurance, car insurance. So I remember back in Nigeria, we used to just have a paper. You pay someone you pay someone and you have a car insurance, and I never knew what that was, to be honest with you. But I think actual car insurance is useful. So I think my mom has had to claim on her car insurance some years ago, and they paid out because she bought the car, she got the proper insurance, and I think she paid for a year or something, like she paid for the insurance too. And yes, someone rear-ended her, hit the car, and this person could not afford to, when a boss hits your car, what do you do? So she got her car and her insurance to fix the car, and they did, so it works, it's available. It's just something that we it's a short-termism. If you think about it, we just think, oh, why will I pay this amount? What if I never use? Yeah, that's what it is. I think I've paid more in insurance than I've claimed, but it's what it is. It just gives you that peace of mind to say, if anything happens to this car or to my business, or if I die, then potentially, the people I leave behind, or if in the case of other types of insurance, I won't have to start from scratch. So I think it's something to look at in terms of getting the right levels of insurance for yourself. And one point though to note, be truthful. So when you do, especially the life, all insurances by the way, but for life insurance, be very truthful when you fill the forms. Because what happens is it's not the point at which you buy the insurance that's the problem. It's when you come to claim, that's when they think, oh, actually we want to check what you told us. You told us that you didn't have any health conditions, but you have high blood pressure. Oh, cancel, So that's when the insurers really come on top of their game. It's when you come back to claim. So I can insure my house without the insurer coming to see my house, Just tell them, oh, I've got a 3-bed house, that's fine. You can insure a car without them seeing the car, but when it comes down to, I want to claim, that's when they send someone down to your house, down to look at the car. They would send someone to verify. If it's a life health type related insurance, they would go to your doctors and find all the notes and try and dig. So if there is anything to declare, just be open. It might increase your premium, but you know that you declared everything you know to declare at that time. And thank you very much for watching.